I have always wanted to solo TOB, and what better time than leagues? The last time I've done TOB in the main game is around 5 years ago, so I have very little knowledge of this raid. It's time to use the Guttons setup again and see if it can carry me through this raid. And if I can do this, I think all of you guys can do this. Before I go to TOB, I will quickly finish a Derrock set and last relic I was working on. Yes! Yes! We are free, we are free, we are free. Alright, I'm glad I decided to do a few more. I decided to do some Derrock's only chests to finish the set, and it took me over 300 chests to get 3 items. That is extremely unlucky. But yeah, the way I was doing this, I was just teleporting to barrows, killed Derrock's real quick, and then used my compass to teleport to the chest. And it only took like 15 to 20 seconds per chest. It's a 1 in 40 to get any Derrock's items, so definitely way more efficient than doing all brothers. Yeah, I went like 3 times dry, so that's just unlucky. But yeah, we are done with barrows. I got my Derrock's, I got my Guttons. I don't really want any other set, so I just focus on those 2. Took a couple hours, but we are out of here. Look at that beautiful Derrock set. We're only 60 points away from finishing the last relic, and we now have max strength bonus for my regions with the barrow sets. So with Guttons and Derrock's, I have the max possible strength bonus I can get. That is awesome. That was one of my league goals. And here we go. This should be the last task. You have gained enough points to unlock tier 8 relic. And I'm going for last stand because I really want to mess around with the Derrock setup later. And I think this relic is going to be absolutely perfect for that because I will be staying at 1 HP. And I can get some really crazy max hits. But before I mess around with that, I am gonna go to TOB and have some fun there. Let's talk about some new tasks. And no, I'm not talking about league tasks, I'm talking about today's video partner boot.dev. With boot.dev, it's easier than ever to learn back-end web development in Python and Go programming languages. With this platform, you will be learning the fundamentals the right way by getting your hands on the keyboard and writing a ton of code. Boot.dev is set up like a role-playing game that tracks your progress of quests, achievements, XP, and levels to claim a spot on the global leaderboard. Boot.dev has endless amounts of dopamine while preparing yourself for a potential new career path at your own pace. And Boot.dev has active helping tools like a Discord server and AI you can ask questions when you get stuck on something. The AI asks you questions to deepen your understanding and guide you instead of just giving answers, which I think is great. Or you can simply click on the view solution to see how the instructor wrote the code. If you're not sure if coding is the right skill for you, don't worry, there's a free demo of every course and its interactive features. Plus a 30-day no question asked refund policy to get your money back. So if you're interested, click the link in the description and use code Verf to get 25% off your first payment for boot.dev. That's 25% off your first month or for your first year depending on your subscription. And thanks to boot.dev for partnering with me. So I want to try and do some solos and get some items alone. And I think the chance for a purple is over 50%. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I vaguely remember how to do the bosses. I feel like I should be okay, but the crap room might be the most difficult one. And the setup I'm going with is full Guttons, of course, for the heals. I will also take full Derrock's with me because I think it could be really fun to use on bloat. I'll grab a DDS, a Salt Amulet for bloat. And I'm taking the Haspori weapon because I think it will have some uses in the crap room. And I can use it at a distance if I don't feel comfortable with the Guttons set. It should hopefully have some uses there. And besides from that, I pretty much take Banker's Note, couple potions. And I'm bringing Barrage. I don't think you need it, but it could be helpful in some rooms. Alright, so starting off with Maiden. I didn't really have too much issues with this. I was just using my main DPS setup. And if I took damage, switch to Guttons. And I used Ice Barrage on the crabs, but I don't think this is really necessary. You can just, like, rush them, DPS them down. And even if they do go through, you have Guttons, so you can just out-heal all the DPS you take. So yeah, honestly, this room was surprisingly easy. With only 2 crabs, it's not too much to worry about. Guttons isn't that useful at bloat. It's just a matter of DPSing it down. And I'm using Derrock for this, because why not? It's pretty fun. Testing out the Derrock set. And have the last stand relic so I can do even more damage afterwards. Yeah, it doesn't really matter how you do this. I wouldn't recommend using Guttons here if you have it, because it's really risky with the flies. So it's best to just do it the normal way. Just hide for the boss, run around and DPS it when it's down. Seems to be the easy way to do it. And I got a 2 down on my first attempt, so that's pretty good. Only took 1 minute and 21 seconds. This is the room I'm really afraid of. The Nilo's room. Honestly, this room is why I don't really like this raid. Personally, I'm not a fan of TOB because of this room. It just takes so freaking long. But I'm gonna try and use the Hespori weapon. Since it has all styles, I want to test it out here, see if it's any good. And yeah, let's see if I can clear it. I'm just gonna, you know, try and keep attacking things constantly. Let's see how it goes. Okay. I am probably gonna die here. Yep, all the pillars fell, so I didn't make it. Okay, I have to think of a different strategy. The mage and range attack on the Hespori weapon are way too slow, so I think I'm just gonna bring darts and maybe bring blood barrage as well. I really wish I had a Sang staff. That would be absolutely perfect for this, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna bring darts so I can at least kill the ranges quick. And then for the mages, I probably just use blood barrage or something. Just use any other magic spell, and let's see how that goes. Alright, this is going way, way better. I can keep up with the crabs way better. And blood barrage is healing me a little bit. So this is definitely the way to do it. But yeah, again, I'm struggling most with the majors. So yeah, Sang Staff or Trident or something like that would be even better here. That Spori weapon is pretty fun to use with the boss. Just nice and easy switching the styles. And that speaks for itself. Not too difficult. And that room took a total of 7.5 minutes. So definitely the slowest room in the raid. Alright, so the Dark Beast guy is a little bit different than the other rooms. You can't really use Guttons here, I noticed. It doesn't heal you. You also can't use it to overheal, so the best strategy is to just DPS it with your best weapon and pray mage. And it doesn't really hit you that much, so you can just DPS it down and eat once in a while. And if it fires a big ball, the best thing to do is to stand out of one hit distance. It only hits a 70, so it can't KO you. So you just eat up after that, DPS it down, and that's pretty much his room. And whenever you get the maze, I just run through it. I mean, if you have Banker's Note, you have a limited amount of food. You can really easily run through the maze and survive, so you don't have to solve it. It saves you a lot of time. And that's pretty much the Dark Beast room. I found that Xarpus is a pretty interesting room. You can do this in a lot of different ways. I prefer to use the Hespori weapon, but honestly, you can probably use Guttons and face tank the poison. But again, it is like a lot more risky than just DPSing it down from a distance. You could absolutely use Guttons here, but it's more risky. Having some fun with my last standing relic. Look at all the crazy hits. Man, Derek's is so freaking fun to use with the last relic. And there we go. That is everything cleared. Let's do Versic. I'm really excited to test it out at Versic. Okay, look at this. You can just literally AFK this part. You don't have to hide behind the pillars and wait for the spec. You just Guttons it down. You can just AFK this part essentially. I would still recommend using the staff specs once you get to 35% to make it a little bit faster. But yeah, you just AFK with Guttons. No problem at all. Basically cheesing the first part of this boss. Alright. Oh man, it's been a while since I've done this. I'm messing it up a little bit, but there's honestly not too much risk with unlimited food. The timing for this is you want to hit it the moment the boss hits you and then hit it twice and step back and just repeat that same cycle. Takes a little bit to get used to, but that's all you really do doing this part. Alright, so for the final part, you just use Guttons, AFK it, and you can out-heal all the damage. Alright, web phase. This seems to work. Just hit it a little bit. And there it is. I just soloed TOB. Second attempt. Had a bit of struggle with the crab room. And let's see how long that took. 33 minutes. That's honestly not terrible. I think if I do a couple more, I'll be a lot more comfortable. I would say the Nido room is definitely the most difficult if you're going to do this. And Guttons definitely shines the most at the Versic fight. We didn't get rewarded. First raid done. We got some nice supplies though. Just did another raid. I'm feeling a lot more comfortable. That was only a 33-minute raid. And there's the purple. Let's go. I would love to get a defender actually, because that will upgrade my gear. And I think it's the most common item, so let's see what we get. Okay, I got a Justy helm. I don't really need this, but that should be some points, yeah. 200 points. Alright, we take it. Let's do some more raids. There we go, another PB, half an hour raid. Getting a lot faster at these. Another purple chest, let's go. I am recording, yep, let's see. Yeah, that's what I need, right? How rare is that? That's sick. That's a scythe, right? Wait. Okay, so How do I use... What do I do with this? There it is. I'm on the side. Yep. Oh, look at that bad boy. Woo! 400 points. We are raking in the points with all the TOB drops. Alright, so you can charge it by just using blood runes. You do not need blood or vials in the league. So, yeah, all you need is blood runes and you can charge it. 1300 charges. There we go. I have to try this thing out. It's tradition. Okay. Well, that's yeah. That thing got absolutely deleted. Derek's is fun to use, but this is like way more consistent. The DPS on this thing is crazy. I have to try it in TOB. I just tried the scythe on Maiden, and it only took 1 minute and 48 seconds. This thing is crazy. I'm using a different strategy on Versic. I'm DPSing it down until I get hit, and then I switch to Guthans to quickly heal up, and switch back to the scythe, and it's a lot faster. Really nice. I'm basically using Guthans to not eat food, and then switch back to my best DPSing weapon. Definitely a good strategy. Okay, this thing is absolutely insane. I just melted Versic. And I did a 22-minute raid. I shaved off like 8 minutes. Yeah, Scythe is busted with my relics. So fun to use. We get another purple. And it's another freaking helm. How do I not have a defender? That's crazy. I got 2 helms and a Scythe. Okay, let's do another one. Another PB. 22 minutes, 8 seconds. And... nice, another purple. Alright, that's 3 purples in a row. A Justy body, alright. I still don't have a defender, but that's okay. Not a TOB unique. Well, that was really fun to test out. Guthans plus Scythe is crazy. Guthans is definitely really good in TOB. If you have melee and Mortania, you should definitely use it in TOB. It's a lot of fun. And that was one of my big league goals completed. There's one thing left I want to do in a league, and that is one-hitting as many bosses as possible. And this is going to be quite a grind, because it requires a lot of RNG to get all the echo hits. And here's a little bit of a teaser for you guys. Ooh, a 300. Another 300. I just 3-hit Vorkath. Holy crap, 8 seconds. Dang, that was crazy.